Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Today we are continuing our daily ranked. We're still using the Dragonmaids, but we've made a few changes. You can see here I crafted my Max Cs finally. I actually got a glossy one while I was crafting them. Made all three of these. Added them to the deck. To add them to the deck, I removed one kitchen and my two torrential tributes that were here. And now we have Max C. Should be good. I'm kind of bad with Max C still because obviously I haven't used it, except if you watch the second XYZ festival video. I had it in there and I did pretty poorly, mostly because I didn't know how the decks that I was playing against functioned. So we'll see how good I can use Max C. But it's definitely going to be good practice to use it because it's a very prevalent card and almost every deck is going to include it for now. The other thing that I changed is I took out one Ernest and added a Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. Now, this card's kind of interesting. I got it, I think, out of the same pack that Dragonmaids were in, maybe? But what it does is if your opponent special summons a Link monster, you could special summon this card from your hand, draw cards equal to the number of Link monsters your opponent controls +1, then shuffle cards from your hand into your deck equal to the number of Link monsters they control. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster you control, you can discard one card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So, you can only use each effect, so you can use each of its effects once per turn. Essentially, what this means is we now have a card that if our opponent Link summons, we can special summon onto the field, and then it lets us draw 1 plus the number of Link monsters that they have, and then we put cards back into our deck equal to the number of Link monsters that they have. So it's essentially we get a +1, right? So it's pretty decent in that respect. Plus it's a dragon. It's level 7 dragon. So just like Noctovision, we can use it to make Shayu over here. And then its second effect, we can discard cards to negate the activation of something and destroy it. So it's kind of just going to give us another negate. If we get it, obviously we have no way to search this card, unlike some of our other Dragonmaids and stuff. So this card's going to be more like, if we have it, then we'll be able to interrupt our opponent, and we don't necessarily need it, but it'll be good if we don't have a Shayu, right? Because hands where we can't make a Shayu, we're probably going to have like some of these dragons and stuff without the ability to search for changeover. So if we have this card instead, then it'll act as like a step-in Shayu for a little while. And maybe it can get us some more cards so we can actually make Shayu in the next turn. But anyways, those are the changes I made. We're going to go ahead and head into ranked. It seems like it's still, since I only have these 3 missions that I leave open now, it seems like it's still working like that, and they haven't made any announcements about changing this. So for now, I'm going to do this, and then hopefully I'll just catch on if they do change it and I can pick up these challenges, or they'll just change the system overall. Who really knows? But we need to win 2 duels today and play at least 3 duels. And we'll be using the Dragonmaids. If we can win 2 in a row, or the first 2, then we will make it to Plat 4. We got a little bit unlucky last one where we lost one and then we DC'd in the next one because my internet just went out. So we ended up with more losses than we probably should have had. Prosperity could hopefully fix this hand. So he is getting a field spell. That is his normal summon gone. He is playing Alistair, invoked. No, it's Numeron. And you control no monsters, special summon. Different name. Okay, so Numerons do this a lot. One of these Numerons brings them all back, I thought? Or he's gonna XYZ on top of these, on top of one of them, and it'll bring either itself or all of them back? I don't really know how this deck works. You could do that? I didn't know you could do that. I guess it makes sense. That sucks for us a lot, actually. So he can negate monster effects. Start with prosperity. He has a response. If he can negate that, that would suck a lot. But he cannot. There's Chamber. Noctovision. I think we have to get Chamber here, right? I really was wishing we'd see Changeover there. But the odds weren't that good that we would see Changeover. So... do we just start trying to eat out some of the negates? I feel like that's our only good play. Try and eat up these Appaloosa's negates. So there's one negate. Now she's weak enough to die to Red Dragon, so she'll have to negate again in the battle phase. There's two negates. That's probably all we're going to be able to get out of her this turn. Well, I say that, and I could activate Red Dragon's effect here, get another negate out. Oh, we don't want to attack, though. We have to get her to negate the effect first. Okay, so we got a lot of negates out of her. And now, unfortunately, we're not strong enough to fight still. But that was okay, I think, as far as burning negates. We want to put all of our cards not in rows that he already has a card. Or columns. I always say rows instead of columns. I don't know why. What could we summon here? That's not worth it. Okay, so we got some good cards here, specifically Dino-Miscus, and the ability to return Chamber to our hand. Ooh. I mean, we might as well just start activating stuff. I don't know which one of these to negate. He probably just won't summon the one that I negate. So I think it doesn't matter. Then I don't think we can get that effect off, unfortunately. Oh, we can't. Which one of these do I want, though? Searching a Dragonmaid's really good. And I think we get rid of his field spell, too. So we can... ah, shoot. Do we get rid of Appaloosa or do we get rid of this? I think we gotta get rid of the field spell. I think he needs the field spell. Now maybe I should have left the chamber on the field here. I was in deep thought about how to handle that situation. Did I get a parlor? Or I could get Lorpar and then just negate Appaloosa, and he'll either negate my dragon or he'll be negated. I don't know if he can win without the field spell. Really? What do you do? Oh, he doesn't control an Eldlich. I feel like I want this on the field. We'll put it in attack because Appaloosa can't get over this. I guess that guy can't. Whoops. Not a big deal, I don't think. He's not going to win this turn, so I think we're okay. Okay, so he didn't have anything else. We have Ash Blossom. So, I think we just activate you. And then we'll negate you. You either negate it, or you run out of negates. Either or, it doesn't matter to me. So we don't want to send that to the graveyard right now. Because then he'll search... Oh, really? That actually hurts a lot. This isn't big enough, right? No. Shoot. This won't work. I mean, we might as well try and activate it, because I would love to have the dragon, but yeah, it won't work. I guess we'll attack over Appaloosa. That sucks. Really? He's actually an Eldlich Numeron? I thought it was just like he was running like one Eldlich card, but he's got a full Eldlich. Just gotta keep trying to activate. I mean, I can put Ash Blossom in defense and it can block this guy, but that's not ideal. Parlor. Parlor cannot block that guy. That sucks, but I really have to put my Ash Blossom here, otherwise I'm running into some problems. How do we get out of this right now? We have... Do we have MSTs? We need to make spheres. Oh, he drew... Of course he draws his Eldlich right now. That sucks, because if I didn't use my... Ash Blossom there, then I could negate his effect here. He's so lucky. Are you actually kidding me? And this is lethal too. He's so lucky I didn't draw a chamber or a kitchen. Kitchen has enough defense, right? It just had to be the card that can't actually wall that. How unlucky do you have to get? Oh my goodness. That's the other stupid thing about Eldlich, is not only is it an anti-fun bad player deck, but when they get lucky, it's even more frustrating. Like, he had to top deck his Eldlich there. Otherwise, he can do nothing. and then I have time to try and do stuff. Okay, so at least we can set up Shayu this turn. Unless he has Ash Blossom, but we have Called by the Grave, so. So we're just going to Called his Ash Blossom. Now, just in case it matters, we gotta remember, even the next turn, Ash Blossom's effect can still not be used. So, we will get Changeover. Activate Changeover. And we'll activate Changeover again. Summon Shayu. Alright, and then we'll place this card. I don't want to discard my Max C, obviously, for Dinomischus. We'll mostly be trying to Max C him somehow, but first we'll start with Parlor. He has something, huh? What does he have? I guess it could be a Gamma? Oh, he has Droplet. Do I negate the Droplet? Because if I don't negate... Oh, what did he send? If he sent a monster, I can't negate it. Are you playing? Oh. I can't negate the Droplet. So now I'm negated for the whole turn. How is this card summoned? So he has Kaijus. I kind of want to turn on. I mean, he's gonna search first. I think I turn on here. I'm negated, yeah. So I turn my thing on, see what he searches. What does that do? Doesn't that special summon? He doesn't have one in his graveyard. Oh, what? No, I'm trying to look at this. Add one. So he's not doing anything that's special summoning yet. I think Cyber Dragons... Oh, he just went for a Link. Darn. I guess I should have Max Seed, but... Pretty sure if he's searching... What is he searching? What do you do? Add one light. Target one light monster in your graveyard. Shuffle that target into your deck. That should be fine. He's not special summoning anything still. He probably wouldn't have made Almirage. Okay, so now I can Max C. This is guaranteed value Max C. But yeah, he might not have made Almirage if I Max Seed. Get a Chamber. This card is special summon, you can add one Galaxy monster. Wait, what? How's he targeting something in the graveyard? Oh, Heart is activating. Okay, okay, okay. Droplet is for how long? Until the end of the turn. Okay. Hopefully we can save our Shayu with Dino-Miscus. Because I'm not that upset about discarding my chamber. What does this do? Ooh, take control. That's not good. Or he could draw 2. He chose to draw 2. Yeah, I mean, taking my Shayu doesn't help him that much this turn unless he has lethal. Okay, so he is special summoning again, so we'll get another draw here. I just want to protect my Shayu at all costs with this Dino-Miscus. All by the grave. Nova. Okay, we need to get rid of that now, because otherwise he's going to make Infinity. Yeah, we need to do that right now. Here to use his normal summon. If he made Infinity, then we'd have some problems. That'll hopefully be the end of his turn. Did we? We didn't Ash Blossom this turn. Yeah, we just Max Seed. Okay, we did it. He had no way out of that. Wow, he's level 25 already? Jesus. But yeah, we kind of waited till he had used everything. And like I said, my only goal was to protect my Shayu that turn. Once he gets Infinity on the field, I can no longer protect Shayu. So I had to get rid of the Nova. Because he was going to make Infinity out of that. Okay, so we need to win one more duel. Right now we're at net 0. But that's how it goes. What's he gonna give us? Second again. Okay, we have Phantasme this time. And we have Max C. So we're gonna be looking to use those productively. We'll see if he's a link deck. And if not, if he just links, then can I Max C in response to him activating the Pendulum Summon? I think I can. What does this do? You can destroy this card, draw 1 card. Wait, what archetype is this? I've never even heard of this. Excuse me. Anchamoufrite? Frite? I don't even know how you're supposed to say that. Much less what the heck. What? How did that just happen? Oh. Alright. I'm just gonna Max C now then. If I had read that card, I didn't read his monster effect because I've never heard of a monster effect that only works while you're on top of your extra deck. Okay, he ended his turn then. He's got something. Maybe he must have his own Max C. But we can call by the grave a Max C, so I'm not concerned. Yeah, there's the Max C. Do we called it? How much am I going to special summon this turn? I'm going to use Changeover. Probably worth it. Because I can make spheres and Shayu. So I will make... We're gonna go Pisty. Will let us use our Noctovision. And then we can use the Noctovision to make spheres, which will let us draw a card. Yeah, this is why, because I would have let him draw 3 cards. Activate that. There's another chamber. That's great news. Question is then, do I use the second chamber? I think I still use a kitchen. We'll go over here because I'm scared of if he might have a link monster that like wants to take me, like Relinquished Anima. Maybe before I made this, but I wanted to draw the card, but maybe before I made this I could have attacked with Pisty. Noctovision 0 attack, yeah. I could have used Pisty to attack and got more damage this turn, which was probably the play. Slight misplay on my part. I could have had 3,500 damage this turn. But that's how it goes. We got changeover in here. Didn't get to use Phantasme, but it served its purpose. It was in our hand and it was used to make Shayu. If he had Link summoned, we could have used it to draw. And if he had Link summoned, well, he doesn't have an extra deck, so he couldn't have Link summoned. But if he had Link summoned under our Max C, and then we also draw a card from Phantasme, that would have been pretty bad for him. Now the question here is, do I summon Kitchen or Chamber? I feel like it has to be Chamber. Max C. Well, that's fine. I could negate it. I don't think it's worth negating. But he'll get to draw again when I use my spheres this turn. But I think he's just baiting out my negate. He's gonna get 2 cards off of me this turn, I think. Oh, wait, Max C's still negated from my turn! Oh no! The dreaded play where you forget that I called by the grave your Max C last turn and it still doesn't work this turn. Yep, there's the surrender. I mean, even I forgot, right? Everyone forgets that. It's so hard to remember that Called by the Grave is until... How does it read? It's, I think, until the end of the next turn. Is I'm pretty sure how it reads. 13 gems? Let's go read that real quick. Because that has gotten 2 people today already. The first time I think I knew, the second time, that time I just totally forgot. Target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, and if you do, until the end of the next turn. Yep, that's how it reads. Its effects are negated, as well as the activated effects and effects on the field of monsters with the same original name. Called by the Grave, that part, until the end of the next turn, catches so many people. That's gross, huh? So, we did make some progress today. We went 2-1. So now we're only 1 away from Plat 4. Not going great. We're kind of back and forth. Some of these people just kind of beat us, and there's not much I could do about it. But I'm always learning, trying to make slightly better plays. Hopefully I can keep Called by the Grave in my head. Like, I know it has that effect, but keeping it in your mind is so difficult because you're thinking about so many different things. And that's just kind of like a passive ability that continues on for another turn. Like, generally, at least how my head works. When I'm doing stuff or someone does something to me, I'm like, okay, for this turn, I cannot do this or he will get X. So like if he max Cs, I cannot special summon or he gets a card, right? So I keep that in my mind. But Called by the Grave, like it kind of cuts off. After the turn ends, I'm like, okay, wipe all that information and start new because it's a new turn. But Called by the Grave transcends the border of turns. It's pretty funny. Okay. 50 more gems here from normal summoning. Did I get high enough? I needed to get to plat 4. If we had won all 3, would have made it to plat 4, I'd have 1,000 gems right now. But anyways, we're going to keep going with just doing daily ranked one day at a time. And we'll do those challenges and we'll be getting like 150 gems per day plus whatever extra we get. And I think it went pretty decent today. Obviously, we lost to an Eldlich. Kind of unfortunate. I got negated at really bad times. And he did Harpy's Feather Duster all my back row like turn 1. Which was really bad because if he hadn't have done that, I would have had outs to that skill drain with downtime and Dino Miscus. Both would have been outs to the skill drain. Well, apparently Eldlich now plays Harpy's Feather Duster, maybe to counter other Eldlich, I don't know, but that was pretty unfortunate for me. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.